Hi, Scorpio. I am doing a reading for you here for the, we just had full moon in Aquarius, so we will have a new moon in Virgo, right? It's not quite the new moon yet, right? We're still in Leo season. But the moon is waning, right? And so all of the work that you have put in from Leo new moon to Aquarius full moon, right? Now that the moon is getting smaller, shrinking, waning, it's time to focus on the return of that energy, right? Like the building of it is like putting work in, and then as it's going away, it's like it's coming back to you, right? All of the energy and work, and then it comes back to you full force, right? So I don't imagine you'll be putting too much work in. I feel like you'll just be receiving the benefits of all the time and the energy, right? And Scorpio, I feel like you've been putting in a lot of work. I feel like you've been putting in a lot of work here. Okay, let's get into it here for you today. First out, we have the Hierophant. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you put in a lot of work here. I feel like, see, you've been out here walking stairs, right? Like it takes work to get up there. Like by the time you get to the top of it, you're sweating. Your thighs hurt. It's work. Like you've been putting in work, like one step at a time, right? I feel like you've been putting in focused energy here, right? And I feel like it's taken more of a commitment from you, right? I feel like you've been learning I feel like you've been learning something here that or working on something here that you almost got like a boost, like a promotion here, right? Okay, then we have the Page of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you got a promotion. Like I feel like somebody gave you a raise here. We have the Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles, right? There could have been a new opportunity, like a job position that opened up here for you, right? And like a brand new opportunity. And I feel like you're really taking advantage of it here, right? I feel like it's bringing in a lot more abundance, right? I feel like it's bringing in real money for you here, right? We have the Four of Cups. I feel like this is you here, waiting for that return to come back to you, right? I feel like you're, you emptied out all your bowls, expending all of your energy, trying to get to that full moon here. And then here you are, we're just waiting for it to come back. And slowly but surely, things are starting to fill back up for you here, right? I feel like it's, yeah, I feel like you've literally just been working with a lot of manifestation. We have the Hierophant and the Four of Cups. You've been working with a lot of manifestation, a lot of focused energy. I feel like you've been having to take a lot of time, by yourself on your own here. A lot of introverted energy. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. A lot of focused energy. I feel like what you could have been working on could be a little, some people would deem boring. It's not I feel like you're literally almost like watching paint dry almost. I feel it's time consuming. Whatever it is, it's time consuming, right? It's not something that's just gonna bloop, here you go. This is something that's taken time. It's taken energy. It could have taken not a lot of money, maybe a little bit of money just to like get it off the ground here, right? And then we have the Eight of Cups. You could have, once you got like this promotion here, I feel like, or in maybe not even when you get this promotion, I feel like there's a space of like stillness that you're going into, right? To like really kind of work on things here, to kind of, I feel like you've been in this like boring space almost to like take some time, right? I feel like you're going towards something else here, right? I feel like you've been taking time out, just trying to like learn to catch up, right? But I feel like you're walking away from that. Like, I feel like, and we have the Lovers, yeah. We have the Eight of Cups and the Lovers. Anything that was, taking too much work, taking too much, like, waiting around energy, right? Like, I feel like you're almost leaving that behind here. And I feel like you're going towards something that's a lot more freeing, right? Like where you could have been in like a loner type of energy, like trying to like get yourself where you need to be here, right? With this Hierophant. I feel like that is like over for you. I feel like you did the work. I feel like you grew. I feel like you changed. I feel like you altered some things, right? I feel like you worked on yourself. I feel like you found I feel like you found new values in yourself, right? But I feel like that's leading you to this Lovers card here. I feel like all that work that you were doing on your own here was for this opportunity that's coming in here for you, right? This Lovers. It could be a Gemini. I feel like it's more or less a lover. What is this Hierophant here? We have the Page of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you've been, really studying, really learning a lot of things. We have the Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands. I feel like it's been very heavy. The things that you've been having to like take in, that you've been having to learn, that you've been having to like work with here, right? I feel like it's, I feel like you've been having to do like a lot of trust exercises here, right? A lot of trust exercises, a lot of movement, a lot of being guided here. I feel like you've been working with new concepts. This almost feels like a spiritual journey. Look at these cards. We have the Hierophant, the Page of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. It kind of looks like a spiritual journey that you're walking on here. She's walking on a rope down here. Like, I feel like you, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles for me is probably the heaviest, like the most, I don't want to say dense, the heaviest queen. Like she has like the most like physical pull here, right? And I feel like you are needing to be in this energy to pull down this information that you're going to be working with here, right? I feel like you're almost needing like the heavy. It's not heavy. It's not fat. I'm not calling you fat. Like it's like the energy is very very heavy, right? What is this Page of Pentacles? We have the Hermit here. Yeah, this is an opportunity that has just been for you, right? The Devil. The Hermit and the Devil. I feel like that's what a lot of this time on your own has been. I feel like you've almost been given like this bright opportunity for shadow work. We have the Hermit and the Devil. I feel like you've been given this great opportunity to go inside, find your inner demons, work out, your own toxicities here, right? Like, and I feel like you're Eight of Cups, walking away from scratch my nose here. Anything that was like codependent, anything that was like keeping you tied up here, right? Like, I feel like somebody almost like, yeah. I don't think you were over here like blaming anybody else for your toxicities, right? Like for your attachments or anything like that. It could have to do with drinking. We have the Devil and the Eight of Cups down here. I don't think you've been blaming other people for your toxicities. I just think that, and I don't think you were avoiding them per se. I just don't think it was like necessarily like full front in your awareness. Or even like a way is to like work through it, right? But I feel like you've almost been like given the information as to like how to get out of it, right? Yeah. I feel like you've been enlightened on the behaviors that you need to change within yourself here, right? What is this Four of Cups? Yeah, so I feel like that kind of puts you in like almost like a mopey energy here, right? Very self-protective, very on guard here. Like, I feel like this working through these things brought in a lot of sadness, a lot of I feel like God's been making you work with patience. I feel like you know you have new, better opportunities coming in. You know that you're working on these things so that you can get to like a place where you're not having to deal with this anymore, right? Like, you're having to go through this, scratch my nose. I feel like you're going through these like little things, like working out these things and going through these time periods of sadness, like small time periods of sadness, so that things will work out better for you later, right? And I think you've been protecting yourself in this process. I feel like you've been really guarding your emotions. I feel like you could have been staying away from people because you didn't really want them to see this. You didn't really want them to see like what you've been working through. And I feel like even that's almost been a part of your the toxic behaviors, right? And then we have the Nine of Swords, yeah. I feel like it's just you, like, I feel like you're having to, like, protect yourself. You're having to keep yourself calm as you are, like, going into these spaces and working through these devil energies here to get to the truth, right? Like, we have the Seven of Wands over here, and then we have this Knight of Swords. But as he's running to like jump on this bike, like he has protection on his back. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you're making sure that you're protected as you're going towards like your truth. What is it that you're, you know, like that you're going through here, right? I don't think you're using your force. I think you're literally just trying to like get to the next safe spot. without hurting yourself or others any more than necessary, right? I feel like you've just been wanting to keep the peace, find your peace, find your truth here, right? Work through the sadness so you can get to the happiness, right? What is the Seven of Pentacles here? We have the High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like you're in a growth time. I feel like you're not done growing yet, right? Like, like there's still stuff you're working on. I feel like like these have just been like almost growing pains, right? I feel like it's a part of the process. Temperance. There's a High Priestess and Temperance. I feel like all of this is coming from your higher self at this time. You could have heavy Sagittarius placements, Pisces placements, a lot of Jupiter, right? A lot of this is coming from your higher self. Yeah, Knight of Cups. I feel like you're learning how to be more vulnerable, right? And not feeling weak or scared and fearful in that space. I feel like you're learning how to be more vulnerable and like trusting, more vulnerable and like strong in that, right? And feeling the strength in the vulnerability instead of like just like the little scared weakness, right? What is this Eight of Cups? What are you walking away from? Nine of Swords and the Page of Cups. Sorry. I feel like you're walking away from any anxieties. Yeah. Any anxieties you have about, once again, that vulnerability. Any fears you've been having about showing up vulnerable. I feel like you're just dispelling fear. I feel like you're walking away from fear. I feel like you're walking away from being scared to be in this energy, right? I feel like you're walking away from that. I'm feeling like a very like nervous stomach feeling here when we have the Four of Swords. Yeah. A lot of like stomach and throat, nervous, shaky energy here. What is the Lovers? We have the Two of Pentacles. Mother of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like we have the Mother of Pentacles in the first stack, and then we have the Mother of Pentacles in the last stack. There could be very heavily, and I think that's the only queen out here. But there's no kings. It's just the Queen of Pentacles twice. Like your energy is very, very heavy in here. It could be a Virgo, or somebody with like a lot of Virgo placements here, right? After you go through all this, after you go through like your time of meditation, after you go through like working through the toxicity here, right? Like, I feel like you're finding your balance, you're finding your peace, you're finding your counterpart here, right? And I feel like that's almost putting you in like a wife position here, right? And it's building strength in you. Where you had fear and weakness previous, you have strength now, right? And it's not like forceful strength. I feel like this is like a sweet strength, like a calm strength. It's like an energy that like builds people up, right? That like helps others be strong as well. I feel like you're being okay. I feel like, no, I don't remember what I was saying now. Let's get one card out for how you can heal this energy. Sync with the moon. Get more in touch with your emotions, especially, and we literally, scratch my nose here. We literally were talking about the cycles of the moon in the beginning of this video. I feel like you're doing a lot of moon work, a lot of moon magic, moon manifestation, right? I feel like whatever it is, like you're being true to your emotional state in this, right? Like I feel like you're really showing up for yourself here. It's 51, right? That equals 6. I feel like you're really showing up here for yourself, right? I feel like you've been having to like be a comfort for yourself here, right? Like soothing of yourself. It's all 2020. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.